I'll show you that in a minute. Skip down to verse 4 for me.
Verse 4. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up.
Read.
And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall at the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
Why would you kill somebody that don't want to pledge allegiance to this statue, this idol? Why would you do that? That's called control. That's called domination. That's called indoctrination. Now, I'm just telling you. Now watch this. Show the video. I'm showing you that it's satanic worship, and this goes right back to that Christian nationalism right here. But play it. Go ahead. Yeah. It's in church.
Get his key because he knows what key he's in.
Can you see?
Look what, pause. Look what they all automatically did. And look at the black brother in the background right there. He's so happy to be amongst them white folks.
Bruh.
He's so happy to be amongst them white people. And it's the same. This is in a church, brothers and sisters. They ain't pledging allegiance to Jesus Christ. They pledging allegiance to the United States of America. That's their God. That's what we're trying to show you. For you not to stand for the national anthem, you're considered anti-American. Now they're meshing theology and Christianity with nationalism. But Christ said he gonna be king.
Anti-Christian nationalism equals anti-American.
Right. So in these last days, to be anti-Christian nationalism, they're going to start calling you anti-American. And I'm going to show you. Let's play that first video of your president, Donald Trump. Play it.
We're honoring Jesus Christ, and we're going to honor Jesus Christ very powerfully throughout our lives, all throughout our lives, not just now, all throughout our lives. We're bringing religion back in America. We're bringing a lot of things back, but religion is coming back to America. That's why you see the kind of numbers that you're seeing, the spirit and the kind of numbers that you're seeing. So we're going to come down and join you right now, but I just want to wish everybody once again, happy Easter, and enjoy your lives. We're going to have a great 4 years.
You see this? He know who to talk to. He know what they want to hear. He know what dumb right-wing Edomites want to hear. He know. He understands that. He's talking to them. He's talking in code. That's bird, what they call it, dog whistle. It's a dog whistle. He blow a dog whistle, and all the Christian Edomites say, oh, shoot, I see what he's saying. You understand? I know exactly what he's talking about when he say that. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. We're going to show you what he mean by saying that. All right, give me the next video. Yep.
I will be creating a brand new presidential commission on religious liberty. It's going to be a very big deal, which will work tirelessly to uphold this most fundamental right. This week, I'm also creating the White House Faith Office, led by Pastor Paula White, who is so amazing. The mission
Paula
of
White,
this
God. Go ahead.
task force will be to immediately halt all forms of anti-Christian targeting and discrimination within the federal government, including at the DOJ, which was absolutely terrible.
So he's telling you that he wants to bring religion back, as if religion ain't always. You go to New York right now and just walk down the street, and you're going to hear 15 million different religions. Everybody out there saying something different. It's been like that since the 60s. You understand? Where you see men on the corner speaking about different ways of life, different religions, and so on and so forth. You let different religious groups within the country. You got 30,000 Muslims downtown, Times Square, praying on a prayer mat 3 times a day downtown Town Square. I mean, what exactly are we talking about here? What is he saying by saying that they're going to bring back religion and they're going to target anti-Christian? Anybody that's speaking against Christianity, they're going to target. He's talking about us. That's what he talk. Even though we use the Bible, even though we called Israel united in Christ, even though we believe Christ is king, he gonna say, you ain't talking about the Christ that we want. You ain't talking about the Christ that's gonna save us. You ain't talking about the Christ that's gonna benefit white folks and put you Negroes back in your place and you Hispanics. You ain't talking about that Jesus. So we don't believe in that Jesus, even though that Jesus is in the Bible. Now, give me Romans 15:4. This ain't nothing new. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Let's see what the Bible says regarding this. Don't think it's strange, brothers and sisters, the persecution that's coming. Don't think it's a strange thing, because the Bible been telling us, leadership been preparing us. We got to go in these scriptures and get built up, because they telling you right to your face what they plan to do. You got to open your eyes. Only dumb black Christian urban apologists don't understand this. Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Yeah.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
Go ahead.
were written for our learning,
Read.
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
So the reason the Lord allowed things to be written is because those things are going to happen again. That's why he said everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Why would we need to be comforted? Because by reading afflictions that our forefathers went through, because we're going to go through those same afflictions. Right. Why would we be comforted by seeing the tactics of our oppressors back then? They're not going to do it again. The Lord said, no, ain't no new thing under the sun. That new thing, that thing is man. And man is back on the earth doing the same tactics, the same thing. Man don't change.
You're going to learn today.
It's the same spirits regenerated on this earth. Leadership went over that in depth this past Sabbath. Now go to 1 Maccabees 1:41. Here are their tactics. Don't think it's strange. It's the same old thing. What he's saying is what Antiochus Epiphanes was saying during the time of the Greeks. Watch this.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41.
Watch this.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom
Read.
that all should be one people.
That's the same thing he's saying. Right. But all being one people with the white man in rulership. Just like the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven, multiple nations going to be in the kingdom of heaven. But the Israelites going to rule. That same thing the white man saying right here. Right. That they going to rule. That's what he mean. When all be one people, mean all of y'all fall up under my banner. Do what I say. That's what that means. Go ahead.
And everyone should leave his laws.
See that? You leave your own laws and beliefs. So if you leave your laws and beliefs, what you going to be following? What he tell you to follow? Not yet. Not yet. Y'all jumping ahead of me. I'll tell you when I need. Go ahead.
And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
According to the commandment of the king. Go ahead.
Yea.
So it's his commandments that you got to follow. Go ahead.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
That's the Christian church right there. That's the Christian church right there. That's politicians right there. Go ahead.
And sacrifice unto idols.
And guess what? They celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter. All these things that are idols. And they sacrifice. How they sacrificing? They got a cake right there. They got they stand up early in the morning. I remember my grandma and them used to get up 3, 4, 5 in the morning and cook for Thanksgiving. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, she dead tired. She been up all night cooking. That's idols. That's sacrificing to idols. You put your time and your effort into doing these things. That's a sacrifice. Go ahead.
And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath.
Go ahead.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
They should follow the strange laws of the land. They wanted to get our people to follow the strange laws of the land. Why are they strange? Because they're against God's laws. Like homosexuality is against God's law. Women wearing pants is against God's law, sister. Men wearing dresses. Men having multiple women. 4 or 5 baby mamas. That's against the Bible. God ain't for that. God said marriage is honorable. Let every man have his own wife. And every woman have her own husband. The Negroes say, no, Solomon had multiple wives. In captivity? Bruh. In captivity? We still arguing about this? Go ahead.
Verse 45, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Yeah, you can't keep your feast days. Go ahead.
And that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days.
Work on Saturday. I got you scheduled for Saturday. Well, that's my religious belief. I keep, Saturday as my Sabbath. Yeah, but we already booked up, and we can't let you work on Sunday, so we're going to need you here on Saturday. Be here on time, all right? Don't even you give them a letter and everything. They deny the letter, rip the letter up. Well, at this time, we are not going to accept your religious exemption. We're not going to grant your religious exemption. That's what they do. It's the same thing. It ain't no different. If your kids go to public school, you say, hey, when y'all have birthday parties, I want my daughter or my son to be in another classroom, please. Oh, okay. I remember one time my daughter was in school, and they sent the picture home with the Christmas hat on. I was livid. And the principal of the school know my family. My grandmama used to be the principal. So she know my whole family. And I said, yo, this is wrong. This is against our religious beliefs. You know what she said to me? When you stop celebrating Christmas? She ain't heard nothing that we said. My first cousin, is the guidance counselor. I told her, listen, Whitney, when they have parties or holidays, bring my baby in your office. Would you mind? She said, no problem. You think she did it? You know why she didn't do it? Because the principal and them pressured her. Said, no, she can't be in there with you. So they gonna send put my baby a damn Santa Claus hat on. I was pissed. Took her out of school the next week. She done. Y'all not gonna respect us and what we believe, she not coming to your school. It is what it is. But that's what they doing. That's what we reading right here. They want you to profane the Sabbath and the festival days. Go ahead.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
We are the sanctuary. The holy people is the sanctuary now. They want us to pollute ourselves. Go ahead.
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Right. Go ahead.
That they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
Now you got black folks that don't even circumcise their children based off America. You understand? Go ahead.
And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
It said make your soul abominable. They have destroyed our souls, brothers and sisters. We ain't right. Anytime, I don't know if y'all watched Captain Emmanuel's show this past Friday. It was excellent. He showed how these kids is going crazy over this nigga NBA YoungBoy. It's a spirit behind that. Go ahead.
To the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
And now our people done forgot all God's laws. You bring up God's law, they say, well, that's the Old Testament. Then you show them what Christ did it, they say, well, that was before he died. He's like, well, the apostles did it after he died. You're not justified by the law, brother. Romans 2:13 said not the hearers of the law are justified, but the doers of the law are justified. Yeah, Paul didn't know what he was talking. So now you're against Paul. Which one is it? Because we're just going to keep giving you scriptures, and you're going to have to submit, or you're just going to prove to everybody that's listening and watching, you're the devil. Now, watch this real quick. Show me the images that y'all showed a minute ago. Look at this. What y'all remember this? When we was, and this is blacks and Hispanics too. Right. Y'all remember this? I pledge allegiance to the flag. They made you pledge allegiance. Look, as a child, we was doing this every morning. Stand up for the pledge allegiance. And we didn't realize we was being indoctrinated. Right. We didn't realize we was a part of a ritual. That is to pledge allegiance to the flag, brothers and sisters, is a satanic ritual. I'm gonna say it again. The Pledge of Allegiance, the Star-Spangled Banner, the National Anthem, those are all satanic rituals. Don't believe me? Go to Daniel chapter 3, verse 1.
Hey, Cap, then they have us rotate, go out there to the flagpole, take the flag down, fold it up, getting us prepped.
And you felt honored if you was the one that got to let the flag up. That's what they did to us as kids, and we had no idea. Why would we pledge allegiance to the United States of America that murdered the Native American Indians? Right. That killed our brothers, that brought our ancestors on ships. You understand? Why would we pledge allegiance to that? I'm telling you. Watch this. Read the scripture.
The book of Daniel, chapter 3, and verse 1.
Yep.
Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold.
See that? An image of gold.
Whose height was three scores cubits.
Yeah.
And the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon.
Read.
Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors. The
princes, the governors. This is the government structure. Go ahead.
The princes, the governors, and the captains.
The captains is the military. Go ahead.
The judges.
The judges is the judicial system. Go ahead.
The treasurers.
The treasurers is the financial people, the finances of America or any of these countries. Go ahead.
the counselors,
the
sheriffs,
is law enforcement. Go ahead.
and all the rulers of the provinces.
That's your mayor, your senator, your governor. Go ahead.
To come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up.
You hear that? You hear that? They made them come to the dedication of the image. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Skip down to verse 4 for me.
Verse 4. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up.
Read.
And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall at the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
Why would you kill somebody that don't want to pledge allegiance to this statue, this idol? Why would you do that? That's called control. That's called domination. That's called indoctrination. Now, everybody that see people get thrown in that fiery furnace is going to say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just do it. Just like if you were to kneel during the national anthem, the entire America going to come against you. Pressure you into standing up for it. I'm just telling you. Now, watch this. Show the video. I'm showing you that it's satanic worship, and this goes right back to that Christian nationalism right here. But play it. Go ahead. Yeah. This in church.
Get his king because he knows what king he's in.
Can you see?
Look what, pause. Look what they all automatically did. And look at the black brother in the background right there. He's so happy to be amongst them white folks.
Bruh.
He's so happy to be amongst them white people. And it's the same. This is in a church, brothers and sisters. They ain't pledging allegiance to Jesus Christ. They pledging allegiance to the United States of America. That's their God. That's what we're trying to show you. For you not to stand for the national anthem, you're considered anti-American. Now they're meshing theology and Christianity with nationalism. But Christ said he gonna be king. And he gonna Daniel said, I saw the thrones cast down and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right.
They don't believe that. They don't believe that. They don't believe the Bible. They believe America is the last kingdom. And when you die, you go to some spiritual kingdom in the heavens. But as long as you're alive, you're in the kingdom of heaven in America. That's what they're telling you. Play it. Well, you already seen this crap. We know what the national anthem say. Go ahead.
Hey, Cal, but you on point because the same spirit that was in Antiochus, we just read in First Maccabees.
Yeah.
That's the same spirit that's in the, what they call it, the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
It said at the end, it says, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You
under God.
Under God. This is what Antiochus just said. That's in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
Same spirit.
And what God? What God are they talking about? What God is this? Go ahead. Go to the next video. Look, this is another church. Look, blacks and Hispanics in there too. You gotta ask yourself why. Why would I have this in a so-called religious gathering? Why? Because they want to make sure that your children are indoctrinated and that your children know that God is for America, that Jesus is for America. Give me Revelation 13, verse 4. This is why they do this. It's time for you to wake up. It's 8 o'clock. Damn. I told y'all, tell me. I wasn't paying attention. It is what it is. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to do it at the end of the show. Keep going.
The book of Revelations 13 and verse 4.
I can't get no structure. We be trying to get structure on Escape Plantation. But when the spirit on me,
When you escaping, you got to go.
that's what I'm saying. You just got to go. It's just like, it's always been this way, y'all. We've been trying to put stuff together. Go ahead.
And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
Go ahead.
And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
That's what they saying about America. Who is like America? We know that right here is talking about ancient Rome, but America going to take on the attributes of ancient Rome. But they're saying the same thing. Who is like this great land? When the rockets red glare, bombs bursting in air. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
who is able to make war with him.
Who is able to make war with him? Go ahead.
And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and
They
blasphemies.
speak great things and blasphemies. Go ahead.
And power was given unto him
Go ahead.
to continue 42 months.
Read.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
And they open their mouth in blasphemy against God. How do they blaspheme God? They show you that God's son is a white man. That ain't in the Bible. He had an image. He had a race. He has a color. They say it don't matter, but while we telling you it don't matter, go ahead and stare at this white man up here. But I thought it didn't matter. Well, it don't. So if it don't matter, then why is he white? I'm confused. Why can't I make him black? Why is that an uproar? Why when you see a black Jesus, you go crazy? Because they know it matters. That's why they gave you the white image. The white man ain't an idiot. He ain't dumb. Satan is working with him. Matter of fact, read the top of verse 4 one more time.
Verse 4, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
That's where they get their power from, the dragon. Who is the dragon? Satan. They get their power from Satan. Skip down to verse 6.
Verse 6, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
Right, he said he the Jew, that's blasphemous. He said he a Christian, meaning the anointed. That's blasphemous. He's not the anointed. We are the anointed. We broke God's commandments and now we suffer the oppression up under the hands of these white folks, but in other nations. But we are the anointed. Go ahead.
To blaspheme his name.
See, they blaspheme the name of God.
And his tabernacle.
When they say blaspheme the name of God, when they say that they're a Jew, that's blaspheming God's name. His name is in Israel. That's why I get 2 Corinthians chapter 7, 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. Watch this.
This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7 and verse 14.
Come on.
If my people which are called by my name.
You see that? My people that are called by my name. Who he talking about? The children of Israel. Go ahead.
Shall humble themselves and pray.
Shall humble themselves and pray. So if the Israelites humble themselves and pray, go ahead.
And seek my face.
And seek his face, go ahead.
And turn from their wicked ways.
And turn from our wicked ways. Go ahead.
Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Right. So, but that's saying that they the sons of God. Because I've heard white Christians read that scripture and say, see, it says if my people which are called by my name. Esau ain't called by God's name. He's an Edomite. Moab ain't called by God's name. They're Moabites. You understand? That's not called Israel. That's what God's name is at, Israel. So when you go back to Revelation 13 and 6, it's telling you who it is that it's talking about. Go ahead.
Revelation 13 verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Right. Give you white angels, white God, white Jesus. Go ahead.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Come on.
And to overcome them.
And overcome us. Go ahead.
And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Read.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
Shall worship the white man. It was giving him power over the saints. Go ahead.
Whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world.
So those whose names is written in the book of life is the ones that's not going to worship the white man. Those that wake up to say, wait a minute, this dude is the devil. This is not God. The things that he is doing and the way he's speaking is not godly. Wait a minute, the Bible don't say to bow down to no image when the national anthem come on. What are you doing? Why is that in the church? Why are you indoctrinating our children? Play the video. This is going to sum it up right here. These two videos. Shout out to the brother that do Trillight, I think that's what his name. I'm sorry. I'm butcher the brother.
Did you know the Catholic Church gave the green light to kidnap, rape, and butcher millions of black people? In 1452, Pope Nicholas V signed Dum Diversas, a decree that told Spain and Portugal they could invade Africa, chain our people, and strip them of everything. With a stroke of a pen, he turned human beings into property and called it God's.
Pause. I love the fact of the detail of how he got demons surrounding the Pope, because it was demons on him to do that. It was demons on him to make that papal bull, to write those papal bulls. You understand? He was inhabited by devils.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Will, that document lit the fuse for the transatlantic slave trade. Black men were beaten until their backs split open. Women were raped in front of their families. Children were snatched, chained, and sold like cattle. Whole generations were slaughtered, all justified by the so-called holiest man on earth. The ugly truth, our Holocaust wasn't just built by greedy kings and nations. It was blessed in the name of Christ.
Pause it. Go back to that. That last part. Look at that right there. That's what they did. That's what they did. And they told you what? That was Jesus Christ. He blasphemed the tabernacle. He blasphemed those that's in heaven. He blasphemed the name of God. And we got the evidence. Go ahead.
Hey, give me 1 Maccabees 3:48. Hold it right there, brothers. This is what he did.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible telling you how he moved. Come on.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48.
Come on.
And laid open the book of the law.
So he opened this Bible and he seen that Jesus Christ is a black man. So you know what he did? He started doing an iconoclasm, right? Painting over the black images. Read.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Thus we have Cesar Borgia today, who the world know as Jesus Christ. This is what they did.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they exalt themselves above God and all the angels, all the angels, Christ, everybody in the heavens is black.
Mm-hmm.
But the white man said, no, we gonna paint the biblical people as white folks.
Right.
Yep. And guess what? We just read Bible prophecy in the book of Revelation to show you when you read the book of Revelation, it goes in depth to the tactics of the so-called white man. He can't run from it. We understand it now. You understand? There is no more, oh, y'all don't understand Revelation. No, we understand it perfectly. You the damn devil. That's what we understand.
Right.
And we know this happened because we broke the laws of God. That's why it happened. That's why it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Give me the next video. Just going to build off of that last point. That video heavy right there, man. Shout out to the brother, man. Shout out to the brother.
Did you know the image of the white Jesus the world worships today was based on a real man? Not the Son of God, but the son of a pope.
Look at that. Satan.
In the late 1400s, Pope Alexander VI, one of the most corrupt popes in history, wanted to reshape the face of holiness. He chose his own son, Caesar Borgia, a ruthless Italian noble known for murder and incest, to be painted as Jesus Christ. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo were ordered or paid to replace the original black depictions of Christ and the Israelites with pale European faces. From churches to cathedrals, from Bibles to paintings, the image spread like wildfire across Europe, and the world believed it. They erased the true Israelites, dark-skinned people with woolly hair, and replaced them with their own reflection. So the next time you see that familiar pale face on a stained glass window, remember, it wasn't divine inspiration. It was a political rebranding. The Son of God didn't change. The artists did.
Damn, man, that thing right there's on fire, man. Get that brother shout out, Triller Light. That's his name on Instagram. He put those things together. But read verse 14, because verse 14 go with what we just saw on the screen, bro.
The book of 1 Maccabees.
No, Revelation 13, 14.
The book of Revelation 13, verse 14.
Yep.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
That's Rome. Go ahead.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
So he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Go ahead.
That the image of the beast should both speak.
You just saw it on the screen. The image of the beast now speaks. How he speaks in his movies, television, social media, AI. Go ahead.
And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast
should what?
Should be killed.
Should what?
Be killed.
Should be killed. If you did not worship that image, you were killed. Guess what? That time coming back, brothers and sisters. That's what I'm trying to show you today in the show. That time is coming back to where you don't agree with white Christian nationalism. They say you're anti-American. They're going to deport some of us, throw some of us in jail, and kill some of us for not believing in this false image of Jesus Christ.
Right.
Just like they did our ancestors in time past. Why? Because they are Satan. You understand? Now give me Revelation 1:14 real quick. And give me that next video. Why Trump is partnering with Christian nationalists. Watch this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Yeah.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs are white like wool. We talking about the true Son of God, Jesus the Christ.
Right.
His head, meaning the hair on his head and the hair on his face, because I already showed that when we demolished them in a class a couple weeks ago, even when you go into Greek, it say the same thing. His head and his hairs are white like wool, meaning the hair on his head and the hair on his face was white in color, woolly in texture. Oh, it don't say nothing about the texture right there. What wool mean? You know wool is brown and black as well, right? You got brown wool, you got black wool. The Bible is telling you the color and the texture. How we know? Daniel 7:9. Because I know a dummy gonna say something in the comments.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9.
Read.
And I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Read.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Come on.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So that ain't no color. It didn't mention color there. And Christ said, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. So woolly is the texture. It's not just the color. Revelation 1.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14.
Come on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So we pulling up the true image and depiction of Jesus Christ compared to what they gave us that they killed our ancestors over. And gonna do the same to many of us in these last days that don't believe in that false image of Christ and that false doctrine they've been teaching. Go ahead.
As white as snow.
Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if it burned in a furnace. You take anything brown and put it in fire, it's going to become black. Ain't no way around it. You can go into all kind of different languages. You could try to say it's metaphorical. You could try to do all that you want to. Here's always the precept that I like to use. Matthew 17, you don't have to read it. They saw Christ transfigured and knew it was him. You know why? Because he looked the same. He was just in a heavenly body, you dummy. Anyway, yeah, would you got something? Go ahead.
Hey, give me 1 John 4. Because you got to understand the witchcraft that come from these people. They tell you that he's a so-called white man, so you don't even pay attention to the image of the beast. You won't even think to consider at all. Watch this.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Give me verse 2.
Verse 2.
Yep.
Hereby know ye the Spirit of God.
Come on.
Every spirit that confesseth that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God.
So you must confess that he came in the flesh. Wait, flesh has a color.
Exactly.
So you have to be able to describe what he looks like according to the Bible. Now, that's scriptural. Watch what else is scriptural. Come on.
And every spirit that confesseth not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh.
It doesn't matter what he looks like. But yet they give you an image and tell you it don't matter what he looked like. That's you not confessing that he came in the flesh. Read.
Is not of God. And this is that spirit of Antichrist.
Of what?
Antichrist.
So according to the Bible, Christianity is antichrist. They gave you a false image. Read.
Whereof you have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world.
That was back in the time of Rome. But right now, here in Babylon the Great, they're doing the same thing. The same religion. Why? Because Babylon the Great is an extension of Rome.
That's right. All praise to the Most High. Hey, so get the next video. Number 22. Play it.
Donald Trump is portraying himself as a religious savior. He says Election Day will be Christian Visibility Day. Trump has repeatedly compared his criminal trials to the crucifixion of Jesus, promoted videos calling his re-election, quote, the most important moment in human history, and that describe him as a divinely appointed ruler.
A shepherd to mankind who won't ever leave nor forsake them. So God made Trump.
He claims to be a holy warrior against an imaginary attack on Christianity.
They want to tear down crosses, but no one will be touching the cross of Christ under the Trump administration. I swear to you.
He's even selling his own version of the Bible.
We must make America pray again.
Trump is playing to a rising white Christian nationalist movement within the Republican Party.
I say it proudly, we should be Christian nationalists.
Christian nationalists believe that the law of the land is not the Constitution, but instead the law of God, as they interpret it. Trump supporters are increasingly overt in their calls to replace democracy with a MAGA theocracy.
The church is supposed to direct the government, and I'm tired of this separation of church and state junk.
We're meant to be a Christian nation. We should be a Christian nation.
Welcome to the end of democracy. We're here to overthrow it completely. We didn't get all the way there on January 6th, but we will endeavor to get rid of it and replace it with this right here.
That was a cross he was holding. The idea that the will of voters is irrelevant because God has anointed Trump was a recurring message in the efforts to overturn the 2020 election.
Because it is not Joe Biden that rules this country. Jesus Christ is the king of everything in this world. Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is
Paul,
king!
so Christ, wait a minute, Christ the King of America? I ain't never know that. I didn't know Christ was the King of America.
What?
I didn't know Christ was gonna come and sit on the throne here in America. Last time I checked, the Bible says America is Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. And that he gonna destroy it with thermonuclear fire. That's the last time I think that's what I read. Give me Revelation 13 and 11 now. What I'm trying to show you, brothers and sisters, is what we trying to show you is that it's the same thing over and over and over and over with these people. They start anointing themselves as being saviors, as being gods, as being leaders, but they're masking it behind religion. They're taking Christ's face, the face that they gave him, and his name in the Bible, and trying to conform it to their beliefs and make you believe it. Watch this.
The book of Revelations 13 and verse 11.
Go ahead.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb.
That's America. Two horns like a lamb, two political parties. Go ahead.
And he spake as a dragon.
But he spake as a dragon. You heard what he said earlier, a devout Catholic Christian said, let's go and colonize Africa. They just coming out and just saying it. Right. They just coming out and just saying it now. Ain't no holding their tongue no more. You understand? America. Did you finish that?
I'm on verse 12.
Okay, now go from there. Go to Matthew 24 for me real quick. Read verse 4 and 5. Yes, sir. This is their mindset. They have anointed themselves as Christians. They have anointed themselves as being Christ. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4.
Yeah.
And Jesus answered and said unto them,
read.
Take heed that no man deceive you.
Don't let anybody deceive you, brothers and sisters. Open your eyes to the truth of the gospel. Go ahead.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
So we showed earlier those two short clips that the brother made at AI showing truth about what happened with Pope Alexander VI of Rome and what happened with Pope Nicholas V, the transatlantic slave trade, dumb diverses, Cesar Borgia, his illegitimate son, by his side piece, becoming the image of Jesus Christ and deceiving the whole world. You know how many of our people had to die for that image to become what it is today? You understand? So the Bible said what? Read that again.
For Matthew 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
And they're going to deceive a lot of people.
Right.
They're going to deceive a lot of people. Skip down to 24.
Verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Read 23 with 24. Read that again. 23
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 23.
Watch this.
Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ.
Here go the anointed. Here, the anointed is here in America. Go ahead.
Or there.
Or the anointed is over there in Washington, D.C. Go ahead.
Believe it not.
The Bible said don't believe that. Go ahead.
For there shall arise false Christs.
They're going to arise false Christ, false saviors, false anointed. Go ahead.
And false prophets.
And guess what? False prophets making predictions. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Go ahead.
And shall show great signs and wonders.
You know, there's great signs and wonders is they television. Right. They social media. They control how people think through their social media and their television, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
And so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
They shall deceive the very elect. If it were possible. But it ain't possible. Right. The elect is the Israelites. And we cannot be deceived by this. Some of our people will, but they not the elect. The elect is the chosen of the 12 tribes. Right.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord